In 2021, the CDC ran a training exercise called Zombie Preparedness Month. It was a joke, a way to teach people about hurricanes and earthquakes. But what if it wasn't a joke? What if a virus emerged that turned human beings into aggressive, biting, hydrophobic vectors with a 98% fatality rate and an R0 of 4.0? That virus exists. Its name is Furious Syndrome. It is a hybrid of rabies-like virus and a misfolded prion protein. Within 72 hours of the first case, hospitals collapsed. Within 1 week, the internet fragmented. Within 1 month, 80% of the world's cities were under a new kind of lockdown, not to flatten a curve, but to outrun the biting dead. This is not fiction. This is virology meets collapse mechanics. Welcome to Collapse Intelligence. I'm your Fox, and today we survive. To survive the Furious, you must understand what it does to the human brain. The rabies component attacks the amygdala, the fear and aggression center. Victims become hyper-aggressive, terrified of water, that's hydrophobia, and unable to swallow. They salivate excessively. They bite. The prion component stops the body from shutting down. Even after the brain is destroyed, the body continues to move for up to 48 hours, driven by pure viral imperative, spread. Transmission is through saliva and respiratory droplets. A single bite has a 90% infection rate. Incubation, 72 hours of silence. Then fever, vomiting, respiratory distress. Then the turn. Aggression, biting, screaming. There is no cure once symptoms appear, but there is prophylaxis, the rabies vaccine and immunoglobulin, and that window is exactly 3 hours after exposure. 3 hours, that's the difference between life and becoming a vector. The global response was a cascade of failures. First, the travel bans. Within 48 hours of the first urban outbreak, every major airline grounded flights, but it was too late. The virus had already seeded in New York, London, and Tokyo via asymptomatic carriers. Second, the panic. Grocery stores were stripped bare in 6 hours, not because of hoarding, because of just-in-time logistics. Most supermarkets have exactly 3 days of food on the shelves. Third, the information war. Governments issued conflicting advice. Social media filled with cures, bleach, ultraviolet light, raw garlic. The WHO was overwhelmed. By day 10, cell towers began dying. No 911, no internet, no news. And that's when the real tension began. Silence, the sound of a world that has stopped talking to itself. Where do you go? Not the city, not the suburbs, not the hospital. Safe zone number 1, upper floors of concrete buildings. The furious infected cannot climb stairs efficiently. Their motor coordination degrades. A second-floor apartment with a reinforced door gives you 48 hours of relative safety. Safe zone number 2, rural farmhouses with a well. Water is the real bottleneck. A hand pump well gives you independence from electric pumps. Safe zone number 3, libraries and schools. Why? Because they have thick doors, few windows, and maps. Also, school kitchens have industrial-size cans of food. Now, survival tricks. Trick 1, the wet towel seal. If you hear screaming outside, wet a towel and shove it under the door. It blocks airborne droplets and muffles sound. Trick 2, the quiet hour. The infected are attracted to noise. Between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., they become less active, remnants of circadian rhythm. That's when you move, fetch water, or scavenge. Trick 3, the mirror test. Place a small mirror at the bottom of a stairwell. If you see movement, you have 10 seconds to run.
If you have warning, even 6 hours, here is your shopping list, ranked by priority. Tier 1, water and filtration. 1 gallon per person per day, plus a Sawyer filter or life straw. The virus is not waterborne, but bacteria will kill you after the collapse. Tier 2, medical. Rabies vaccine, pre-exposure. Antibiotics. Fish amoxicillin from pet stores is identical to human grade. Antipyretics, fever reducers. Antiseptics. Tier 3, food. Calorie dense, no cooking required. Peanut butter, canned beans, protein bars, powdered milk. Tier 4, tools. Bolt cutters to get through locked gates. Duct tape, tarps, a hammer and crowbar. Tier 5, communication. A Baofeng UV5R ham radio, $30. Learn the frequencies for your local repeater. During the Furious, ham operators were the only voice left. Post-outbreak shopping. Never enter a store without checking for fresh blood or knocked over shelves. If you see either, leave. The infected may be inside. There is no cure for Furious syndrome once the fever begins, but there is post-exposure prophylaxis, the same protocol used for rabies. If you are bitten, 1. Immediately wash the wound with soap and water for 15 minutes. 2. Inject rabies immunoglobulin into the wound site. 3. Receive the first dose of the rabies vaccine within 3 hours. 4. Complete the 4-dose series over 14 days. The problem? After the collapse, you will not find immunoglobulin, so your only protection is pre-exposure vaccination. If you live in a rural area, contact your local health department now. Pre-exposure rabies vaccine is available for high-risk groups. What about a cure for the infected? None. The prion component destroys brain tissue permanently. Even if you stop the virus, the person is gone. This is the hardest truth. Protection means avoidance, not rescue. How do you sleep when every creak could be a vector? Rule 1. The inner room. Put your children in a room with no exterior walls, a bathroom or closet. The fewer windows, the better. Rule 2. The quiet signal. Teach your children a non-verbal signal, a hand squeeze, a finger over lips. If an infected is near, you cannot speak. Rule 3. The sleeping rotation. Adults take 4-hour shifts. 1 watches, 1 sleeps. No exceptions. Fatigue kills faster than the virus. Trick, the door alarm. Tie a bell to a string and loop it over the doorknob. If someone tries to enter from outside, the bell rings. For children who are scared, give them a job. Count the hours until dawn. Listen for the birds. A task quiets the amygdala, the same part the virus attacks. And never, ever sleep with an open door, not even a crack. During the Furious, schools closed permanently, but education did not stop. It changed. For students aged 6 to 12, teach them 3 things. 1. Hydrophobia equals danger. If an adult cannot drink water and flinches at a running faucet, run away. 2. The 2-hand rule. Never open a door with your bare hand. Use a cloth or a stick. 3. The safe word, cicada, means hide under the bed and do not make a sound. For teenagers, teach triage, radio operation, and basic first aid. In the post-collapse, teenagers learned suturing from YouTube videos downloaded before the internet died. For the public, adults, the most effective public health message was not stay home, it was do not approach a person who cannot drink. In the first week, thousands were infected because they tried to help a sick neighbor. The message must be observe, distance, report if possible, but never touch. Public education also means signage. Use spray paint on walls. Fever zone, keep back 50 feet. Well water here. Infected inside. Do not enter. The Furious erased the internet. It did not erase chalk and paint. The Furious pandemic killed 70% of the human population in the first 6 months, but 30% survived. Those survivors learned something that no government report could teach. Preparation is not paranoia, it is love. You stock water for your children.
You learn the rabies vaccine schedule for your neighbor. You teach a 7-year-old to listen for the sound of a bell on a string. The grid will fail, the virus will come, but the human ability to adapt, to sleep in shifts, to paint warnings on walls, to squeeze a child's hand in the dark, that does not fail. Collapse intelligence is not about fear, it's about clarity. Know the biology, build the buffer, protect the small. And when the sun rises on the ruined world, you will still be there. Not because you were lucky, but because you were intelligent. I'm your Fox. This has been Collapse Intelligence.